Whenever you're ready.
Ready? Hi, my name is Ray. I'm a tech here at Imaginge Vacations. Today I'll show you the Imaginge. It's unit 2633. Right up here, your front hitch is going to be electric. So you're just going to press your button here to go up, go down to put it onto your truck. You have your propane tanks. Right up here, you have both propane tanks. Both propane here are full. Right now, this tank is on. Once this tank you feel like it runs out or it's light, you want to turn this one off. Flip this dial, turn this tank on. This tank off, this tank on. This will tell you which tank is on. If you're wondering, like, oh no, I forgot which tank it is, this little indicator will tell you which one it is. You do have 2 house batteries on here as well. On here, they'll be connected, they'll be covered. You don't have to worry about doing anything up here. Your propane tanks, you don't have to fill them up, bring them back empty. That's totally fine. You do have your cover here that goes right on top of them. Right here on this side, you can have your first compartment. It has magnets, so just hold once you put it up. You don't have to worry about using anything else. You have a pretty good sized storage compartment space here. You can have a light switch right inside. You have extra blocks in case you go on dirt. You could use the blocks to put down here. These are just to put down your stabilizer jacks. You do want them down when you're when you get to a place to park, just so that it's not gonna rocking you back and forth. So you just want your jacks just to touch the ground. You don't want them to jack it up or anything like that. It's just to hold the weight so it's not bouncing or rocking when you're inside. Right here you have electric awning. Once we go inside, I'll show you that switch is at to pull your awnings out. You have some 110 plug sockets here. Just make sure you're plugged into a shore power, or maybe you might have a generator to get power coming through the plugs, because it's just a 12-volt system. It doesn't have that much watts to go through the plug sockets. Right here you can have where your furnace is at. This here is the exhaust, so this here will be hot if you have your heater on. This right here is where you're going to refill your fresh water tank. This is just to fill up. You don't have, it's not for city water, just to fill up your water tank. This is just your compartment behind your refrigerators for your piping freon. This is for service. You do have 2 outside speakers. Once we go inside, I'll show you which radio controls your outside speakers. You can have your steps. Your steps are just going to fold in, and then you just pull them out. And that's for your steps there. Right here, you're going to have like an outside shower spray port. So you have one here. You also have one on the other side compartment. But this is just to spray off and stuff off if you need it. You're going to have another jack right here. You have where your sewage hose is inside your bumper. Right back here is where your water heater's at. Your water heater, you're just going to flip the switch. It's going to turn on. I'll show you once we go inside. I'll show you where that switch is at, but it's just going to flip on. It's going to get started and you'll be good to go. Right here, you do have a ladder to get to the roof. And then you do have your electrical here. This here, you're going to connect your electrical power. You can see how it has this little diagram. You're just going to connect it to here. Same kind of diagram, push it in. Once it goes in, turn this to your right just to lock it in place, and then tighten this, and then that's just going to keep it from pulling, or if you're stretching it out, it's not going to pop out and fall. So this will just lock it in place. This right here is only for your black tank. This here will only clean out your black tank. You do not want to use this. This is mainly just for us when it comes back to clean out your tanks. Right down here is where your sewage is at. So your sewage hose is right here inside your bumper. So you're just going to get it, and you're going to pull it out. You have this one here, you have another one on the other side of the same tube. And then this here, you're just going to get it, connect this end here, just like that. Get this part, plug it in, you're just going to twist it there. And then right up here, I'm going to grab the elbow. Okay, and then this here is your elbow inside this little bag here. We keep your elbow separate from your sewage hose part because this elbow here won't fit inside your compartment, so this will be inside of a bag inside the front area up there. This one here, you just want to screw this into the campground hole that they provide. I always say 2 full turns to lock it in place. Once you get it, this little piece here is just going to twist onto here. Locks it in, and then you're ready to go. Once you have all this set up in there like that, you're gonna come back right here. You're gonna have your black handle here is your toilet. So this one here you want to pull out first. Let that drain all the way out. Once it's all done draining out, you're gonna close it, and then you're gonna open your gray valve over here. This one's your sinks and showers. This is dirty water, but it's cleaner than your toilet. So this here, you're gonna open it, and this is gonna clean out your hose, which it's not gonna be when you disconnect. It won't be all that yucky stuff at the end. Okay, so always gray second, black first. If you're gonna be at a campground overnight or a couple of days, leave your gray valve open. Always leave your black valve closed, just so you don't cause a pyramid, and it'll cause issues if you leave your black valve open during like a overnight or a few days. It will cause you issues. So always leave your black valve closed. I always say at nighttime, like if you're gonna leave first thing in the morning, close your gray valve at night and keep them both closed. When you go in the morning, empty your black valve. Once it's empty, drain it, and then whatever water you use throughout the night will be in your gray tank, and that'll help clean out your hose. So that way you're not gonna have to leave all that yucky stuff inside your hose when you're trying to drive off. Okay? You do have a slide out, so once we go inside, this slide's gonna come out. It's gonna come out about 2.5 to 3 feet, so it's gonna come out pretty far. So make sure you give yourself space to bring your slide out. Right here, we provide your fresh water hose here. It's a long hose, so that way if you need to go further out, you can. This here's your water pressure regulator. This here, what you're gonna leave on your water hose at all times. Just reduces your water pressure from the city to the pipes in the unit. The pipes in the unit ain't as durable like his regular house pipe. So this here, you're gonna screw this part here into this piece, and this here is just gonna screw in, tighten it in. Once you're tightened in, plug it right into the spigot, turn it on, and you want to leave this switch here in the city water fill, and this is going to go straight to your sinks, faucets, toilet, shower. This is going to bypass your water tank, and you don't have to use any of that water that's there. It's going to stay in the tank. You can also pull this handle down and refill your water tanks. You have a refill on this side, and you also have a fill on that side. So if you already have all this connected, just lift this thing down, top off your water before you leave again, and then you're good to go. Otherwise, just leave it here. You're gonna have another spray port just like you had on the other side, like an outside shower. This is where that's at right here. This here is gonna be your hose for that outside shower. This here is just gonna come in, push in, lock, and then you'll just have just a regular sprayer on the end. Okay. Right here you do have a power disconnect, so make sure you leave this switch here on at all times. If you turn this switch here off, all your power in the unit will be off. So if you have your refrigerator and stuff in there, it will go bad if you have this switch off. So make sure you leave the switch on. You're gonna have some more 110 plug sockets right here, and then you also have a cable, and then it tells you which port here will go to the living room, the cable input, or the bedroom. So depending on what you want is gonna be there. You're gonna have this little hole down here where you can send your water hose through the bottom and keep your compartment closed. So push this through, you can screw it back into there, and then that way you can have your compartment closed and you can still have your water connected. Right here you can have a light on this side here, and then this little switch right here is going to be your lights up here in the very front. So that switch is going to be these LED lights in the front, so when you're driving down the road or set up at nighttime, it lights up pretty nice. Okay, that's it for the outside. We'll go ahead and work our way inside. Each corner you're gonna have a jack. So every corner, all 4 corners of your unit's gonna have a jack. So you do want all jacks down. You have an entrance door holder, so when you're driving down the road, you want your door like this, driving down the road and swivel. Right here, you're gonna have another magnet that's going to lock. Magnetize your entrance door to the wall, so that way it's not flapping back and forth. Right here, you do have a door to lock it. It's just going to go there. You have a slider. Just going to keep the bugs outside. Pop that in place. Right down here, you're going to have your carbon monoxide propane detector. This here is really sensitive to cologne, perfume, hairspray, aerosol, things of that nature. If you do spray a lot of it, just note this will go off. If it does go off, just open up some windows, step outside, and let the air it out. You have a fire extinguisher right here on this side, so just in case something happens, you have a fire extinguisher right there. You have a little bit of a cubby space right here to put stuff behind here. Then you have a little net that'll keep everything inside. You have another light switch right here with a regular light, and then it goes brighter. This right here is your monitor panel. This here is going to show you the living room lights. This is going to have your awning light, water pump, your gas water heater or your electric water heater. So if you want your water heater on electric, if you're plugged into shore power, flip electric, and then that's going to turn your water heater on. Or you can flip gas, and it's going to run off your gas. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to get hot, so you don't have to worry about waiting forever for it to get hot. This right here is your switch for your awning. We'll go ahead and we'll take your awning out. Just press the button down. It's just electric, so it's just going to put down, go out. You do want to hold the switch all the way down until you see that flap, and then you'll see the black tube, and then that's when you want to stop. So just hold it down all the way until you see that flap come out. Once that flap comes out, you're good to go. So right there is that flap. Then you see the black tube. Then that's when you want to stop it right there. You do have some LED lights are going to be right here on the edge of this. So you have outside lights there. And then on this side here, you're going to have this other one where it says slide in or slide out. This is for your slide to go out. So you just want to hold the button down all the way. Don't stop in the middle. Don't hesitate. Just hold it down all the way out. Once it goes all the way out and it stops making that motor noise, then you want to hold the button down for additional 3 to 5 seconds just to make sure all the system knows that it's out and it's balanced and it's normal. Sometimes if you're taking it out, you stop in the middle, hesitate a few times, it does mess with the slide when you come back in. One side might come in, the other side's going to stay out, and it's going to come in crooked. So always all the way out. Once it's all the way out, you want to stop. Hold it for 3 to 5 seconds and then let it go. So right there, that's all the way out, 3 to 5 seconds. And then let your button go. And then that's going to be all the way out, and then you're good to walk. It gives you a pretty good amount of space here. Right here is where your TV's at. Your TV here is also swivel, so you can pull this out and you could adjust it to see whichever way you want it to go. Okay? You do have your radio here, which this radio here will control your radio inside and also control your radio outside.
Breakfast really.
So right there you have speakers. You also have A speakers inside. And B speaker right here is outside. So if you just want music inside, press A, or if you want just music outside, press B, or each of the one you'll just press them off or on. This is also your DVD player, so if you're gonna watch a movie or anything like that on your TV, put your DVD player in here. Go over here to where it has the little button with the little square on it, and then that's gonna switch it from the DVD to TV to DVD. So this is gonna be your DVD. You do have an auxiliary. You also have HDMI. A USB plug right there. You have more cabinet space underneath your TV. You have a heater vent right there. This right here is where your breaker and fuse box is at. So right here's your breakers. It shows you which breaker goes to which. You also have your fuses, and then it also shows you which fuses goes to which. Okay? We do recommend that if you do have your air conditioner on, that you only you use your air conditioner. If you're gonna use your microwave, turn your air conditioner on. Use your microwave. You don't want to run both at the same time because that could cause power issues.
Find the right car, a car you're gonna love, a car that you can trust.
Okay, we can turn on your TV here.
For all the gimmicks, like a big old tent.
Oh my gosh, I see a tent and I think, right, I'm gonna save thousands of dollars.
Nope.
That's not how it works. Think about it. After they rent the space, they pay for that big tent, they move the cars, somebody's gotta pay for all that, and it ends up being you. So don't make that $1,000 mistake. Forget the tents and head over to the best deals in New Mexico at reliable.
So right here you can have regular TV. This right here is your TV antenna. So if you're not getting good reception on TV, you can crank this up. This does go about 2 feet in the air, so you want to be careful not to drive with your antenna up. So this is cranked all the way up. Once it stops, that's all the way out. You could also pull this down, and you could rotate the whole antenna on the roof to get that better signal. But before you bring the antenna back down, make sure these 2 arrows are lined up, so that way it doesn't come down crooked or sideways and leaning on something that it shouldn't be leaning on. If you just crank it the opposite way, you're gonna hear a thump on the roof. That's just letting you know that the antenna's down. So a small little thump is what you're gonna hear. You're gonna have a freezer on the top. You're gonna have your refrigerator here on bottom. You're gonna have it on, so you don't have to worry about messing with these settings. The only thing I suggest you would want to mess with will be this little dial here. This here is just gonna lower it from hot to cold. So if you want it colder, you want it warmer, it's too warm, then just put that all the way up to the top, and that's gonna keep it nice and cold. You're gonna have a fan above your stove. You're also gonna have a light. You can have a microwave here. It's just a regular microwave, nothing no metal in it. You can have a stove top here, which you just turn your dials on, turn your sparker, and that's gonna turn your stove on there. turn your oven on, you're gonna have to use your pilot here. Turn it on pilot, light it down here on the right hand side. Once you see that blue flame, then you're gonna let it go, and then you're gonna turn this on, and it's gonna flame on from there. Every time you turn your oven off, you have to turn it on exactly that same way. Right up here, you're gonna have more cabinet space above, more cabinet space here. You do have your blinds here, which will just go up, and also they'll just come right back down. Just like normal house blinds, you have more light switch right here. You have a 110 plug socket here on this side with the GFI. So say she played a coffee pot or something in here with the plugging into shore power and it's not working. Check your GFI just to make sure they're still on. You have more cabinet space up underneath your sink. On this side here, you have drawer spaces. You have a drawer space here, drawer space here, also a drawer space here. So plenty of drawer space for everything there. You have another heater vent right here on this side. You're going to have your divider door. You're going to have this little part here. You just want to kind of bring it down a little bit. Just so if you have it in here, it's not going to scratch against the side of your door here. So always bring this down just so it's out of the way. And then it's just going to slide all the way across. And then we're not at a level place. We're kind of a little bit of an angle. So it's not going to stay. Once you're at an angle place, this here is going to stay. And you're not going to have to worry about it flapping or anything like that. Then just bring this here back. In travel mode, you do want this back in travel mode, otherwise you could hit this and crack it or break it with this door flapping back and forth, making sharp turns or anything like that. Right here, you're going to have a light switch. And then this right here is going to be your little thermostat for your heater and for your air conditioner. So right here, you're going to press this switch here once. Right here, if it says high, you don't want it on high, you want it on AU as auto. So right there, you're going to have it on auto. For air conditioner, you want to put it on cool. I always say lower this like 60, and then you're going to give it a few seconds. It's going to turn the air conditioner on. Once it turns on, you're good to go. You could have the air conditioner over here. You can have your air conditioner where it can come straight down so you can get fresh air in one spot faster. I always say close them, and the air is going to come through all your ducting, so that way it evens out your air instead of your air just coming down in one spot. So I always say leave this closed, let your ducting do all the freshness for you, keep it all fresh inside. Back over here for your heater. For your heater, you're going to press this switch here one more time. So it goes to furnace. You'll see a little green light on furnace. And then I always say higher the temperature all the way up. I always put it to 90. Then once you feel it, it's getting warm, blowing through your vents, then you want to lower this back down to 70, however hot you're going to want it. Because leaving it at 90 will toast yourself. So I always say put it at 90. Once you come right here, you can feel that it's already blowing out air. Once you feel that it's getting warm, then that's when you want to lower this back down to 70. However hot you're going to want it. Otherwise, again, it's going to be at 90. It will be really hot and toasty. So be careful. Always turn it off when you're done. Press this button again one more time until the green light is down here on the on and off, and that's off. Give it a few seconds for the green light to get that signal, and it's going to turn off. And then your heater will also turn off. The blower stays on until it cools down, and then it'll turn off from there. Right here in your bedroom, you have a bed space underneath your master bed for storage. And this just slides right back down. Right here, you're going to have more cabinet space, closet space here with little bar across the hang clothes. You have a drawer space here, more cabinet space above. You can have a light switch on this side, you can have a light switch on that side as well. More cabinet space here. Another drawer space with the Boost radio surround sounds. Right here is going to be part of your surround sound system. It's plugged in. You can have that remote that's going to control it. Then you have more cabinet space above, another light switch right here, and then your blinds are just going to come down. Come down, they're going to come right back up. For any reason that you're pulling these up and they're staying down, they're feeling really loose, this little string here needs to be wrapped around this and needs tension for this to stay up. So if this ain't staying up and it's just falling down, give it some tension just by wrapping it around this little bottom part a little bit, just once around here, and that should give it a tension. If not, you could leave it and then we could do that when it gets back. You can have the same thing on this side here. This is also emergency exit. Just pick this up, push this out, take off your screen. Right here, your table here does turn into a bed. So to turn it into a bed, you're going to unclip it right here. You want this on during travel mode, because in travel mode, you don't want this sliding or popping off, so this here will help lock it in place so it stays in place. So right there, this is just gonna come like that. You're gonna hold it down here. You're gonna move this little yellow switch, just click it once that way, and then this is gonna pull towards you. But before you pull it, you wanna pick up your cushions. Pick up your 2 bottom cushions here, just so that you're not gonna smash it when this goes down. So this is gonna fold towards you. Push that. It's gonna come towards you like this. It's gonna come into place, and it's gonna sit right that. And then you're gonna put these back down. Back down. This one's right here, it's gonna come here. And then this one right here is gonna come here. And then you just fit it in there. And then that's gonna be your bed for here. So that's gonna be just like that for a bed. Your blinds again, you're just gonna come right down, come right back up. Same over here. It's gonna come down, come right back up. You're gonna have another light switch right here. You have drawer space underneath your bench seats on both sides. Plenty of drawer space. Right here, these are more recliners. These ones here, you're gonna sit here. You have a little arm right here, little handle, and that's gonna pull it out. And then that's when you have it here. You could also pull it out to go further, and you could also use it as a bed. You also have cup holders here. You have another 110 plug socket right here on the side. You're gonna have another cup holder here, another cup holder here, and on this side, you're gonna have another one. It's just exactly the same as that side. You pull them, and you can have just the same amount there. This just pushes right back in. Your blinds again, they just come right back down, right back up. You can have a light. You can do the same thing here. Up, down, same. For your bathroom is going to be the same kind of divider door as that one. Just going to pull this, bring this over here, bring this down out of the way, just so it's not going to scratch the inside of your door there. This here is just going to slide. You want it to overlap your door here, just so that it's not going to leave a gap or anything like that. So you want to make sure, just push it out, slide it over a little bit, and that way you'll get that full privacy. You don't have to worry about a little crack like this and wondering if something's there or not. So always overlap. You can see how it just kind of scratches right here on the side. That's just from it overlapping, and that's what you want it to do, just so it closes and holds right. Right here, just bring the same, connect it right back. Always have this back during travel, otherwise I said it will cause damage to this side right here. So always be careful with your doors. Your shower, it's a pretty good size shower here. It kind of goes a little higher if you're kind of tall. There's not really much of a bunk in there. I mean, much of a tub, but it's just more of a shower. This here is just going to slide. It's going to lock. But on this one, we're going to open it. This is spring loaded, so this will rip back fast. You want to make sure you hold it and bring it back, just so that it's not going to snap back and it's going to cause you issues there. Your toilet here is just going to be foot pedal. So you're just going to press the pedal here, and it's going to go, and then it's going to fill back up with water inside this little space. Right down here is where you're going to have your 4 rolls of tissue here, and then you also have your chemical packs. Chemical packs are, if you're using the restroom for a while and have a bit of a smell, throw this inside that bit of water that's in there, let it dissolve. Once it dissolves, flush it the rest of the way down. It has a better smell. It also makes up your tissue better. So you can have those in there. You're going to have another drawer space right here. You have another 110 plug socket here. You have a light switch right here, and you also have a fan. So you have a switch right here, and that's going to turn your fan on above you. And then you also have a vent. Make sure when you're driving that your vent is down. You don't want it up when you're driving, just because the wind will take it. And then your switch for your fan is down here. You have more cabinet space behind your mirror for all your essentials. Another blinds, just exactly the same. Just comes down, goes right back up. Right here, you're going to have more cubby spaces for more essentials. And I feel like I'm missing one thing. Oh, right down here, you're going to have more drawer space underneath your fridge. Then you also have a drawer for, like, if you have your rags for your sink and they're kind of wet and you don't want just to sit there and kind of just looks ugly up there or something. You don't want that up there. You can put them down here, and then that way you don't have to have them up there or in the drawer or anything like that. Notice that just slides right back in. This here comes here. And then this here is your unit. This here is the Imaginge 2633. And when you come to pick it up, you have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you.